Well, good afternoon. Okay. Welcome to Basic Firearm Safety. Again, this is a series of videos on the basic operations, the various types of handguns. And I want to add in kind of like a fun segment here, so to speak. My recommendations for the first-time shooter. All right. For the first-time shooter, all right. What I recommend is somebody to get a good 22 rimfire pistol. And the reason being is for number one, okay, they're cheap to shoot. Well, relatively cheap. Okay, and what I mean by that is, all right, this box of 250 rounds, and this cost me $23. All right, with the current rate of inflation, okay, get away from me, deer fly. All right, the current rate of inflation, center fire ammunition like 9mm, 357, and 38 special and the like are kind of expensive. All right, I was looking at some ammunition that was basically $1 per shot, so that's a little bit of a heart stopper right then and there. So one of the best things you could do right now is to obtain for a beginner, a 22 caliber rimfire handgun. Okay, now I like a 22 long rifle autoloader because generally for three reasons. One, they're relatively inexpensive to shoot. Okay, you can buy a box of 22 rimfire right now. Well, when I was a kid, this was like $3-4. Now it's more like $10. Okay, but okay, relatively cheap to shoot. In addition, they are inherently accurate. Most 22 rimfire pistols of a good quality make tend to be rather inherently accurate. You're not going to find one that's going to be shotgunning the shots all over the place. And also for number three, they have a low recoil and low report. Boy, the deer flies are friendly here. Okay, so maybe I won't go for a walk in the woods. But anyways, again, as an example, one of my favorites, this particular model here, this is a Ruger model Mark IV 22 long rifle. Okay, and it's got like a 4.25, like 4.5 inch long barrel. All right, now this is the Mark IV Lite. All right, it's got a polymer frame, and the action is actually an aluminum, and it's sleeved with the steel barrel, so it's very lightweight. It weighs only like 22 ounces, so it's like 1.5 pounds. You can carry this thing around all day. Sometimes I have to check myself. Yeah, it's still there. All right, it's got a front and rear sight, and it's also got an accessory rail, all right, where you can put an optic on it, which I'm probably going to do as I get older. The rear and front sights don't line up like they do. But again, this is a fun gun to shoot, and well, let's just demonstrate it. Okay, now the way this is operated. Okay, you have your frame, you have your barrel, and all the internals of your action. One of the things I like, I'll put it on safe. I'll press this button to the rear, and I can take it apart for cleaning. Look how easy. I can just clean it very easily. A little bit of oil, drop it in. Now it's back in business. All right, it's a fun gun to shoot. All right, here's the bolt. Instead of having a slide on this autoloader, it has a bolt just like a small rifle. All right, and again, this is a magazine. Well, and here's the magazine. I got some. Actually, I'm not going to shoot those. I'm going to shoot some lesser expensive 22 long rifle. All right, this is a CCI Clean 22. It's actually polymer coated. If you look, it's got a red tip. That's just type of paint so that it doesn't lead or let up the barrel. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slam the magazine fully to the rear. I'm going to depress the magazine release. And now it's loaded. All right, I got to point it in a safe direction. I got to point it towards the ceiling of the shooting house, or I can point it down towards the ground. The ground is actually probably a little bit better. Okay, now I'm going to put it in my holster. All right, that way it's secure. And remember, remember Massachusetts law. Okay, you can't leave a handgun or any other firearm unattended. If it's on your person, it's considered secure, okay? And provided I've got my valid Class A license to carry, so I'm good. All right? So, but if I leave this unattended, it has to have an approved trigger lock or in a safe, okay? You just can't like leave it in, on a table, so to speak. All right? Shooting range, it's a little bit different, but it can't be. It has to be in a, it can't be unattended. All right. Anyways, enough about the law because we're going to cover that another time. All right. I'm going to take some shots. Now, let's go take a look. Well, looks like I have to adjust the sights because they're shooting low. Of course, I didn't use this particular type of ammunition. I didn't sight in with it. I have it actually sighted in with a different type of ammo. This ammunition is shooting a little bit low. I was aiming for the head of the turkey. Of course, hunting turkey with a pistol in Massachusetts is not legal, but it's a nice little reactive target. But to be honest, if I could, that would have been a dead bird. Okay. Anyways, let's try out the other firearm. And the other firearm, all right, and again, this is a little bit more high end. This particular handgun here, all right, I'm just using open sights. That's actually about 25 yards. The other handgun that I intend to shoot, all right, and this is a little bit more of a high-end model. This is a Smith & Wesson Victory Performance Center, all right? And this is actually a high-quality target pistol. It's got a flat-face trigger that's adjustable for trigger travel and weight. It's got a carbon fiber wrapped barrel, all right? It has a, checkering on the back strap. It's got tandem cross Griptilian grips. It's also, I installed a plate and I have a Burris Fast Fire red dot. So you really can't see it, but when you look through the optical sight, you'll see a little red dot instead of a regular sight. And again, just like any other autoloader, all right, insert the magazine into the rear, release the slide, or in this case, the bolt, and then depress the safety, and then you can commence shooting. And again, I'm pointing in the firearms in a safe direction. There's no person there, nobody down there, obviously nobody there, and also downrange. As we walk, you'll notice that the sides are bermed in, so in case there's a stray round, it's not going to go anywhere. So let's take a few shots with this. Actually, we'll take about 10 shots. All right. So again, with the same ammunition. Okay. One of the downsides to this model, it's got an oversized magazine release, and I have a habit of touching it with my fat thumb.